For centuries, the law has been a tool of power, often reflecting and reinforcing existing social hierarchies. One such hierarchy is patriarchy, a system that privileges men over women. Feminist jurisprudence emerges as a powerful critique of this male-dominated legal landscape. It challenges the traditional assumptions embedded in law and exposes how they perpetuate gender inequality. Feminist legal theory aims to transform the law, making it a force for justice and equality for all genders. Feminist jurisprudence recognizes that law is not neutral or objective. Instead, it argues that law has historically been shaped by and for men, often ignoring or marginalizing women's experiences and perspectives. This male bias is evident in various legal doctrines and principles that have disadvantaged women throughout history. Feminist legal scholars seek to deconstruct these patriarchal structures within the law and advocate for a more inclusive and equitable legal system. Feminist jurisprudence is not about creating special rights for women. It is about ensuring that the law recognizes and protects the rights of all individuals regardless of gender. By challenging patriarchal norms and advocating for gender equality, feminist legal theory aims to create a more just and equitable society for everyone. To understand feminist jurisprudence is it is crucial to grasp the concept of patriarchy and its pervasive influence on law. Patriarchy, simply put, is a system where men hold primary power and authority. This power imbalance permeates various aspects of society, including the legal system. Historically, laws were often created by men, for men, reflecting their interests and worldview. Women were often excluded from the legal process, denied basic rights, and relegated to the margins of society. This male-centric approach to law is evident in various historical and contemporary examples. For instance, property rights were traditionally vested in men, leaving women economically dependent on their fathers or husbands. Similarly, laws governing marriage and divorce often favored men, giving them control over family property and decision-making. Even seemingly neutral laws, such as those related to contract or criminal law, could be interpreted and applied in ways that disadvantage women. The influence of patriarchy on law is not a relic of the past. While significant progress has been made in recent decades, subtle and overt forms of male bias continue to shape legal principles and outcomes. Feminist jurisprudence seeks to expose and dismantle these deeply ingrained biases, advocating for a legal system that truly serves the needs and interests of all genders. One of the central tenets of feminist jurisprudence is the need to reform laws to reflect women's lived experiences. For too long, the law has operated based on a narrow and often inaccurate understanding of women's lives. This has resulted in laws that fail to address the unique challenges women face and may even perpetuate their subordination. Feminist legal scholars argue that incorporating women's perspectives into lawmaking and legal interpretation is crucial for achieving gender equality. Reforming laws to reflect women's experiences involves several key steps. Firstly, it requires acknowledging the diversity of women's experiences and moving away from essentialist notions of what it means to be a woman. Secondly, it necessitates listening to women's voices and incorporating their perspectives into the legal process. This includes ensuring that women are represented in legislatures, courts, and other decision-making bodies. Finally, reforming laws for gender equality requires a critical examination of existing legal doctrines, principles, and procedures. This means identifying and challenging gender biases embedded in the law and developing new legal frameworks that promote equality and justice for all genders. By amplifying women's voices and experiences, feminist jurisprudence seeks to create a legal system that is responsive to the needs of all members of society.